For many gamers, earning a platinum trophy is the ultimate badge of honor, but doing it with a friend? That transforms the process from a solitary descent into madness into a shared descent into madness, complete with laughter, tension, and the occasional friendship-threatening argument over who forgot to revive whom. Some games make that experience smooth and satisfying, while others, well, let's just say they're excellent tests of whether your friendship can survive someone accidentally blowing you up with a rocket launcher. Again. I've ranked 7 PS5 games based on how fun it is to chase that platinum trophy in co-op, starting from the toughest and working our way to the best of the best. 7. Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 is the definition of controlled chaos, except the controlled part is more like a polite suggestion that everyone cheerfully ignores. At its heart, this is a third-person squad-based shooter that thrives on teamwork. You and your friend drop into hostile alien worlds with the shared goal of liberating planets for the glory of Super Earth. Sounds heroic, right? It is, but it's also punishing in the way that only a game about friendly fire incidents can be. Missions demand precision and communication because a single misstep, like calling down an airstrike on your own squad because you panicked, can turn triumph into a very explodey tragedy in seconds. But when it comes to the platinum trophy, the fun factor takes a hit. Why? Because this platinum can be quite brutal. You'll need to conquer high difficulty missions, survive chaotic firefights where everyone's shooting everyone, and farm RNG-dependent gear drops that seem allergic to actually dropping. It's the kind of challenge that starts out thrilling but quickly veers into masochistic territory. With a dedicated friend, it's doable, but for most players, Helldivers 2's platinum is more about endurance than enjoyment. 6. Zombie Army 4. Imagine Nazi zombies, ridiculous gore, and an arsenal of weapons that would make an action movie director weep with joy. That's Zombie Army 4 in a nutshell, and it's every bit as gloriously over the top as it sounds. This third-person shooter thrives in co-op, where mowing down undead hordes becomes an exercise in synchronized mayhem. Missions range from atmospheric campaigns to chaotic horde modes, and finishing them with a friend often feels like starring in your own B-movie horror flick. But here's the rub. The platinum trophy is a longer road than a zombie's attention span. While the core gameplay loop never stops being satisfying, the repetition sets in like that one zombie that just won't stay down. You'll need to tackle higher difficulty modes where zombies apparently went to military school, grind for weapon upgrades, and clear waves of increasingly bullet-spongy enemies. For the first dozen hours, it's a great co-op romp where you're high-fiving over creative kills. After that, you might find yourself saying, just one more mission, with the enthusiasm of someone agreeing to do taxes. 5. Dead Island 2. Palm trees, ocean views, and an unending supply of zombies to dismember in creative ways. That's the twisted paradise of Dead Island 2, where the apocalypse comes with a tan. Unlike many zombie games that lean into grim, we're all doomed tones, this title serves up its carnage with a wink and a smirk, embracing absurd weapon combos and slapstick gore physics. Combat is a tactile joy. Decapitations feel weighty in the best way, elemental weapons turn the undead into their own personal fireworks show, and every encounter has room for the kind of creativity that makes you think, I wonder if I can kill this zombie with a flaming pool cue. Co-op elevates this experience from mildly unhinged to completely bonkers in the best way. Exploring the sun-soaked ruins of Los Angeles with a friend transforms what could be a lonely grind into a gory buddy comedy, where the punchlines involve creative dismemberment. The Platinum Trophy, while not the most inventive, it's basically do everything, collect everything, kill everything, is manageable. You'll need to sweep the map for collectibles like the world's most morbid Easter egg hunt, max out weapons until they're more powerful than common sense, and complete side quests that range from heartfelt to hilariously absurd. 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles – Shredder's Revenge. Cowabunga! Shredder's Revenge is a love letter to classic arcade beat-em-ups, draped in enough nostalgia to make a 90s kid weep tears of pure joy. From the pixel art to the energetic soundtrack that'll have you humming it for days, everything screams Saturday morning cartoons, but with significantly more martial arts violence. And in co-op, this game absolutely shines brighter than Donatello's tech gadgets. You and your friend can choose from fan-favorite turtles, or even April and Casey because representation matters in reptilian warfare, and dive into a whirlwind of kicks, flips, and shell-shocking combos that would make Jackie Chan proud. As for the Platinum journey, it's a delightful mix of challenge and charm, like a ninja training montage but with more trophy notifications. You'll need to finish arcade mode in one sitting without losing all your lives. Leveling every character to max might sound more tedious than listening to Raphael's attitude, but it's actually an excuse to replay the game's tight, stylish stages until you know them better than the back of your shell. Every session feels like reliving the golden age of couch co-op, only now with trophy notifications popping up like digital high fives. 3. Split fiction. Split fiction tells the story of two authors trapped inside their own stories after getting connected to a mysterious machine that steals creative ideas. As you journey through alternating sci-fi and fantasy worlds, you'll uncover twists, solve puzzles, and piece together a quirky emotional narrative that keeps you hooked from start to finish. But the real magic happens when you chase the Platinum Trophy with a friend. Split fiction is designed purely for two-player co-op, so teamwork isn't just encouraged, it's essential. Getting the Platinum involves completing every chapter, reaching the end of the story, and mastering a variety of gameplay mechanics that change with each level. This means you'll be constantly communicating, coordinating roles, and reacting to unpredictable challenges together. The beauty of the Platinum here is that it never feels like a grind. Instead, it's an ongoing adventure filled with hilarious moments, surprise twists, and those "oh wow, did we just pull that off?" high fives that only a true co-op game can deliver. If you want a Platinum run that celebrates cooperation, creativity, and storytelling with a side of humor, Split Fiction is a must-play. 2. Operation Tango. If communication is the soul of co-op gaming, then Operation Tango is its purest, most caffeinated expression. This spy thriller puzzle game pairs one player as a globe-trotting agent living their best James Bond fantasy, and the other as a behind-the-scenes hacker who's basically the world's most important IT support. The asymmetry is genius. You literally cannot see what your partner sees, so every success, and even hilariously catastrophic failure, depends on your ability to describe, deduce, and improvise like you're both starring in the world's nerdiest improv show. The Platinum Trophy perfectly complements the design like a fine wine pairs with cheese. Complete missions in both roles, explore alternative solutions that make you feel like criminal masterminds, and savor every clever puzzle that makes your brain do happy little somersaults. There's zero padding here, just a focused, inventive experience that feels like a virtual escape room designed by people who actually understand fun. It's the kind of game where finishing the Platinum leaves you wishing there were more missions, like finishing an amazing book and immediately wanting the sequel. For players who value creativity and cooperation over mindless grinding, and who enjoy feeling like super spies without the actual danger, Operation Tango is near perfect. Bonus entry, Ship of Fools. This roguelike sea adventure is pure cooperative synergy. You and your friend man the cannons, patch the ship like the world's most urgent home improvement project, and fend off waves of nautical nightmares as you chart a treacherous ocean that seems personally offended by your existence. The Platinum journey involves mastering upgrades and surviving seas so tough they make the Bermuda Triangle look like a kiddie pool, making every success feel more earned than a hard-fought promotion. A hidden gem for co-op fans who like their treasure hunts with a side of controlled panic. 1. Overcooked 2. At the very top, we have Overcooked 2, the reigning champion of co-op chaos and destroyer of previously peaceful relationships. This culinary madhouse turns cooking, something your grandmother does with love and patience, into a high-stakes, laugh-out-loud challenge that'll have you questioning everything you thought you knew about teamwork. The premise is beautifully simple. Prepare meals and serve them on time. Easy, right? Right? But then the floor splits in half like it's having an identity crisis, the kitchen is on a raft floating down a river because apparently Gordon Ramsay wasn't challenging enough, and your friend has just fallen off the map while holding the last plate of rice. Few games transform stress into comedy quite like this culinary nightmare. You'll find yourself shouting things like, "Where are the tomatoes?" and "Why is everything on fire?" with the passion of a professional chef having a very public meltdown. As a platinum hunt, it's absolutely brilliant, like a diamond, but one that occasionally makes you want to throw your controller. You'll need to master every kitchen, including the ones designed by people who clearly have never cooked anything more complex than cereal. Chase 3-star ratings that seem determined to mock your efforts, and tackle the devilish Kevin bonus levels that were probably designed by someone who enjoys watching people suffer in the most adorable way possible. Sounds tough? Well, it's tougher than overcooked steak. But here's the magic. Every failure is funny, every success feels like a triumph of teamwork that deserves its own cooking show. And somehow, you'll find yourself laughing instead of crying when everything goes wrong for the 15th time. What other fun platinums have you got together with a friend? Let me know your favorite co-op games in the comments section below. And if you enjoy gaming content and want more, be sure to check out the videos linked on screen.